What's good, guys? It's Jason from Nyoka Ball Pythons again. So I have my bucket, I have my tongs.
You have our dog.
He's not doing much. So we know that it's feeding day. But not only am I taking you with me feeding today, but I'm going to give you a little trick that I've used the last 3 or 4 seasons to assist feed those really finicky ball pythons, those finicky hatchlings that just don't want to get started eating. So let's get started.
Here we go.
Alright guys, so we are feeding hatchlings. If you've been following our channel, you know I feed the bulk of my animals frozen thawed. There's no preference. Well, it is my preference, but I don't feel one is better than the other. It's just what's easier for me. I always talk about a healthy feeding response, and you can see, open this tub and he's out looking to see what's up. So I guess he knows what time it is. The key is always to make sure that your rodents are warm to the touch. I use hot water, many different methods of getting your rodent to be warm to or hot to the touch, but it's not enough just to thaw them and leave them lukewarm. Key is having a hot rodent or a warm rodent that's giving off a heat signature for the snake to pick up on. So let's get started. Yeah, didn't think it would take long. Again, you're choosing a rodent that the thickest part matches the thickest part of your snake. See, all these guys know. They're ready. If they're not eating or don't feel like a meal, I don't spend a lot of time offering, 15-20 seconds at the most. If I see there's absolutely no interest on the part of the snake, just keep it moving. Oh, I think this guy only eats live. What's this doing? Perfect. just another tip. You saw earlier I offered this snake a rat and it was refusing. I went on feeding the rest of the rack, came back to offer it again. This time it took. Sometimes it just needs to smell the rodents in the other tubs to take, so sometimes you just have to show a little bit of patience. And what I like to do is, when I offer and an animal doesn't take, I like to come back after I finish the rack, come back and offer a second time. Sometimes, as you can see in this example, sometimes the snake will accept the rat the second or third time. Okay guys, so we have a pied, or I hatched out a clutch of pieds. It's been about 7 or 8 weeks, and one of the hatchlings hasn't eaten. I've tried live rats, and I tried fuzzy mice. Wouldn't take. It's been about 8 weeks, so it's time to assist feed. This particular animal, I assist fed about 10 days ago. Offered a live rodent and still didn't want to take, so we're gonna assist feed again. Kind of like with everything else when you're keeping ball pythons, or I guess that would be for any animal. You want to minimize the amount of stress that you put on the animal. So I'm not sure where I picked this technique up from. Probably just from watching YouTube videos and talking to the breeders and that kind of thing. But I developed a kind of unique method of assist feeding that I find less stressful than some of the other methods that I've seen employed and some of the other methods that I've done myself in the past. And again guys, it's always about growing and learning and sharing. So I wanted to share this method with you guys. Hopefully some of you will appreciate it and it can be helpful to someone. So let's have a look. Alright, so here we have a relatively high white pied male, and as I said, he's been off food. Not off food, he didn't want to start. It's a slow starter, and I've assist fed once, and this will be the second time. So what I do is you have to secure the head, and I usually use my thumb and my index finger to secure the head. Use the head of, when I'm feeding it a fuzzy rat, use the head of the fuzzy rat to pry the head open. Put it in the mouth far enough that it can't easily spit the rat out. Pinch somewhat tightly on the head and wiggle the rat just so that it can kind of get stuck in its teeth, because when you, and you'll see, and you just want to hold it upside down. As you can see, this guy looks like he completely constricted on the rat, but what I would normally do is hold it upside down like this, and assuming that the snake, the rat, you can't just spit it out. When you hold it there a while, it'll actually start to swallow the rat. In this case, he just constricted it. So what I would do is rest him down gently and allow him to eat the rat. I'll just come back and check on him in a sec. turned out better than what I was hoping for. But just to reiterate, you just need to hold it, be quiet, be patient. If the snake can't spit the rat out, it's going to start swallowing it. It's going to start working it down, and you just have to gently rest it down and slowly close the tub, so not to disturb the rat.
I think he meant slowly, guys. But keep going.
That's about it for this video. So remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Until the next time, peace.
Take care.